My name is Ananta Hadid Afrizal and I'm from Muhammad Thamrin Senior High School. So, poverty has always been a problem all over the globe. People cannot access food, people cannot access shelter, and one of the things that is seriously impacted by poverty is education. So, in 2018, a total of 258 million children cannot access education because they lack of financial ability or financial situation. And if you think about it, 258 million is a quarter billion, while human population today is about 7 billion. So if you do a simple math, it is about 3.5%. Can you imagine 3.5% of the human population that cannot access education at all? They can't read, they can't write, etc. And I just cannot imagine how will they be able to succeed in life. Therefore, I agree to the motion that scholarships should only be granted on the basis of financial necessity. So, financial necessity itself is the difference between cost of attendance and the expected family contribution, or simply put, the difference between cost and the ability to pay. Education is simply the process of gaining knowledge, and scholarship means a grant or payment made to support students' education. So, how do I think we can solve this problem? So, first of all, I know that there are so many children that cannot access education because of this specific problem, and the government may not be able to pay for all of them at once. The government may not give scholarships for them all at once, and I understand that because, well, 258 million children, that requires a lot of money. So what I suggest is that first, the government can make like some sort of screening. So the government like can do some research of families that are in their country which are financially in need. And then after they get the data, they can start offering scholarships to these families for their children, of course, if they have any. So after the announcement, only then they can make a selection based on academic performance. So why do I say we still have to do a selection based on academic performance? It is because we still need to give the best opportunity to the best performing kids or children. However, that cannot be our main thing, that cannot be our main consideration. Uh, so let me give you an example. Let's say there are two children, one of which is financially in a good condition or in a good situation, and the other isn't in a great condition financially. So let's say that there is student A, which is in a good condition again financially, and student B isn't in a good condition. Let's say we give scholarships to both of them. What will happen? Let me demonstrate it for you. For student A, who is already financially able to actually pay for himself and then he got a scholarship, he just got an additional, you know, he just got additional money for his education where he can spend that on other things actually and not to pay for their actual tuition fees or living cost. No. While student B, who is financially unable, he can only afford tuition fees and maybe living cost, which is actually the main thing. That is the point of giving scholarships. It is for education. So we can already see the difference here. Now, let us move on to the next case, which is what if we do not give scholarships to these two students? So, for the first student, which is actually financially able to finance himself, he can still afford education and he will go to school or he will go to college normally, like he should. However, the other student, this student in maybe poverty uh, or student that is not in a good condition financially, he will not or he or she will not be able to access education at all, not to mention paying for his or her living costs. So we can really see the two differences here. And by that analogy, I mean, we can all agree that education is an important thing, right? And by giving children that are actually in need of this scholarship, we can make simply the world a better place, because larger percentage of people that get education equals to a better quality of human. So that is it for me. Thank you.